Greetings. Now today I want to talk about some lower profile game releases that's coming out this year that I am excited about, excited to play, excited to see succeed. Now the first game I want to talk about is a game that's already been out, but it's gonna recently have a console port that I'm excited to convince my friends to hop on and play with me in the game. And it's Ready or Not. Now, Ready or Not is a spiritual successor to SWAT 4. Those who don't know what that is, SWAT 4 was a tactical SWAT simulator, essentially first person, where you're commanding your SWAT team on different SWAT raids, which there has been a lot of infamous little levels and cool sort of storytelling that has been able to been done in these games, and it's something nice to see that we get a modern rendition of this type of tactical-esque shooter. Now, Ready or Not does not have a specific release date, but they have stated that they do plan to release the game the summer of 2025, this year. So it will be nice to have sort of a dying franchise or a dying genre of first-person shooter in the modern day and age, of a sort of tactical, slowed down. Rainbow Six Siege sort of popularized it and kind of had a little spin on it, but games before that, the Vegas 2, the Rainbow Six 3, those are the games I think about when I think of a tactical sort of shooter. Those are classic. You command your squad and you're able to take out terrorists. Terrorist Hunt was something that was a big part of my childhood growing up playing sort of the Rainbow Six series of games, Rainbow Six Vegas to be specific. So I am excited for this game. I'm excited to get in and sort of have a simulation based game where you do take responsibility for how in each action you do in a game. So you have to give people commands like a regular SWAT officer would in real life. You can't just go in and just go all guns blazing, because you don't know what you're getting into. So that's going to be a very interesting game to come on the console, and I would like to see a resurgence sort of this game on the console. That would be great. Now, the second game I want to talk about today is near and dear to my heart near and dear to my dopamine receptors, because the previous game that they made is super addicting. I'm talking about Slay the Spire. This is a roguelike card deck builder, sort of dungeon crawl game where you're ascending stairs in this tower called the Spire, slaying enemies and choosing your path each encounter, and everything is randomized, varied, and it's just once you get into the groove of that game, you can't really stop. And it's a game that doesn't really take a lot out of you. So if you like slower based, or you can really run through that game pretty fast, but if you like turn-based battles and you like deck building, Slay the Spire is the game for you. And Slay the Spire 2 seems to do a lot graphically. I'm I'm not sure how much it's gonna evolve mechanically. I think I've seen a character that they have you have multiple people, so I'm sure they're gonna play a little bit around with the mechanics, but I sort of feel like this game will just sort of be an updated version of Slay the Spire, which I'm not mad about, but I'm excited to see what they add more to the game. And yeah, this is probably number one on my list for most anticipated games of this year. So, and it's set to release this year, but they have no release date. So it honestly could be at any time. And once that game drops, I will be playing the heck out of it. One last game I want to talk about today is a small indie game called Psycho Patrol R. Now, Psycho Patrol R is a police mech tactical shooter where I guess you're some type of patrol officer going around and you have this mech. Now, I don't know much about this game. I sort of just found out about it because I've been playing a previous game of the company, which is, they're called Consumer Soft Products, and they made a game that I am working on a video right now for called Cruelty Squad. And the whole vibe and feel, the art in that game and the music, it's very unique and it's very refreshing in a sort of age where everything is trying to be hyper realistic in graphics. This simplifies everything and kind of takes a poop on everything too. It's sort of like a trash, like punk, cybernetic feel, and there's a lot of bright colors. It's just, you have to play a game like it to really understand the vibe and feel of that game, like Cruelty Squad. And it's also a tactical game, so playing Cruelty Squad sort of reminds me of a sort of SWAT game, because you are sort of slowly, methodically going through each level, unless you have some type of cybernetic enhancements where you're choosing your targets and you can die really quick. So Psycho Patrol R is a game that I am looking forward to. It's going to be way low under my radar, but if I have the time this year, I would love to check that game out.